Hello, hello. Welcome to the Susie B channel. How's everybody doing? It is 12:36 a.m. and it is the weekend. It's Saturday. Hopefully everybody can hear me if you come in later. It is 46 degrees here in Arizona. And everybody's probably out partying, doing whatever you do. Some of us are probably in bed. So just adjusting sound here. See what's my okay, 95%. How's everybody doing? Welcome in, welcome in. If you're coming in later, push that like button. I'd appreciate it. Helps grow my channel. So I'm gonna be making me some coffee pretty soon, and just want to welcome everybody for that are coming in, and happy Saturday, everybody. So pretty much tonight or this morning late. Well, first, I just wanted to let you know that it's overcast here. We had some rain earlier. It was really nice. The smell of the rain was so very nice. So we really enjoyed that. I covered the fire pit. I had fish for dinner. I had a big deep fried red snapper, and I made a salad with it with brown rice. So that's what I did earlier. And just been kind of relaxing all day, just hanging out. So I'm gonna go make me some coffee. Whoever popped in, have a seat, get comfortable, go get your coffee, and I'll be right back. I don't know what kind of coffee I'm gonna make. I think I'm gonna make maybe a mocha. Maybe a mocha. Okay, so I haven't had coffee in 2 days, 3. Did I have one? Yeah, I think it's been 3 days. So I'm gonna put my wonderful sweet creamer here. There's the cream. I think I'll do some chocolate drizzle. I'll do a chocolate drizzle around the inside of the cup here. Just a little chocolate drizzle. Let's see what else. So we'll do a French vanilla mocha. French vanilla. If anybody popped in and they're in the chat, I can't see the chat right now, but welcome in. Let's see. Here, is that instant coffee? That's green coffee. Okay, let's see. Well, I'm gonna make fancy lavender coffee. So we will make a nice full cup. We will be sprinkling some dry lavender on the foam. Okay, let's see. Let's look at this one here. I'm trying to be quiet because my hubby is sleeping. So that's why I'm whispering. I'm gonna add an ice cube to this because don't know if I want it completely really hot. Right. Now we're going to add a little bit more syrup. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot. Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to the Susie B channel. If you're new here, I do a lot of things on my channel. I'm an artist. I do adventuring. I do cooking and gardening. Okay, we got the whipped creams. We got the chocolate. I don't know if I should add another cube. I think I should add another cube. I got these big old round spear cubes. There's spear cubes. Sphere cubes, not spear. Throw that in there. Do another chocolate drizzle. Okay, we're gonna do a caramel drizzle. Caramel drizzle. All right, that's cooling it down. I think that's good. All right. Okay. I think it's good. Okay. Okay. So I'm back, and here's my coffee. Oh, it's spilling. God. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Where's that at? Just gonna tidy that up real quick. All right. We don't want that all over our hands. It happened. It happened. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to pull up some the neighborhood app here, and actually, if any of you guys are watching that are still in the or happen to be in the paranormal-ish group of people that hang out over here every once in a while, go check out a channel called Nikki G. She lives in Chicago, and she has a ton of stories, experiences. She covers from goblins to gnomes to fairies to portals, wardrobe, like Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe kind of stuff, mermaids, warlocks, witches. I mean, she covers a lot on that spectrum. So if you're looking to hear anything interesting, go check out Nikki G. I believe it's NIKKIGG, and her videos are like between 6 to 8 minutes long. So she's got like maybe 40 some videos. She was a huge at TikTok over there. I mean, she started over there, and she recently brought her channel over to YouTube, and everybody was like, you need to do YouTube because I don't have TikTok. So she actually just created not too long ago a YouTube channel, and I've seen 2 other channels covering her stuff. And I'm like, and then, I think she actually popped up in the comments in one of them. They were doing a what is that called? Reaction. It was a reaction video with her content, and she actually popped up in the comments and said, "Hey, I didn't know y'all like my videos." So like, and then everybody's like, "Whoa, we found you!" So it's kind of cool. She's really down to earth. She's really likable. She has a great personality, and she tells a story so well that you can envision it in your head while she's telling it. And she just, she doesn't. She doesn't beat around the bush. She kind of just tells it like it is, and she seems like a real down to earth gal. And so, if you guys are looking for some cool paranormal, kind of, you want to go down that paranormal adventure type of thing with the new channel, look up Nikki G, and you won't be disappointed. I guarantee it. I mean, I wasn't, and if you are disappointed, I apologize. But I think she's really extraordinary, and so go check her out if you like that kind of stuff. So, cheers. I'm just gonna pull up this app here real quick. Let's see what's going on in the neighborhood. So I did make a new song. It's like a minute, and I added it to the player. So I'll be playing that here pretty soon. It's really it's not like really anything fancy or professional. It's just kind of something I threw together. Let's see, hang on a second. But yeah, let's see, what else have I been watching? Here's some news out of Egypt. Apparently, King Tut's tomb. They had done these scientists, researchers, archaeologists, all of those people. They were doing some testing on the King Tut's death mask. You know, that beautiful golden one with lapis lazuli embedded into the gold, and then there's turquoise in there. That mask, it's real famous. Everybody knows. It's got the round, kind of like the thing around the head. And hi, Carl. Welcome in. Good to see you. How you doing? The popular, it's well known worldwide. It's the King Tut's death mask, right? So scientists were studying it, and they kind of like stumbled across some new things that are going on with that death mask. So it's the head mask, right? It goes over the mummy. They did some X-rays or some specific type of some kind of the use of instruments to look into the mask, like an X-ray, like we do MRIs and things like that. And they found a few things that didn't seem right. So apparently, when King Tutankhamun, right? When he passed, apparently the way that they do their traditional preparation for burial, I think they said 70 days. It takes 70 days to prepare the mummy, the body, building the tomb, the sarcophagus. Is that what it's called? And they need 70 days for preparation and to get all the riches or all the belongings, everything put together to bury the king or whoever's burial it is. Anyways, they found some discrepancies in that death mask. So they found evidence of kind of like when you paint on a canvas and then you paint over that. And if you take like an X-ray or something, you could see like the picture underneath the painting. They found that the ears of the mask that they were pierced. but then they were filled in. So that was a strange thing that they noticed. They're like, wait. The men don't wear earrings, especially the king or something like that. The men don't wear earrings like that, specific to maybe their title, something like that. And hi, Manong, how you doing? And so they found that. So the ears had been changed. So there were holes where it shows that there was an earring there. So that was filled in, and then they found that around the face of King Tut's face, that it was actually placed there. It was added later. So there was a discrepancy, like it was resoldered or something with the face. So come to find out that wasn't the mask made for him for his burial. It was they went inside and they looked, and it showed like the name of the person that died, the king or pharaoh, or I believe it's a king. Inside, usually it has an inscription of their name, right? Well, they found the name, King Tut's name, but they found that it was written over an area that had been smudged out, like smoothed out, like with a tool that they like kind of carved out the name that was already there. And so they used their specific tools, and they figured out that that the name that was really there originally may have belonged to Nefertiti. And so the name that they found there was Neferwatin. They think that was Queen Nefertiti's original death mask, and it was stolen from possibly her tomb, because I believe her tomb was never found, according to the Egyptologists. So I thought that was interesting. So even all the riches that were buried with King Tut, Tutankhamun, they don't think that they belong to him. They think that it was stolen from another tomb. And so they're investigating that, but it hasn't been proven through documentation yet. This is their findings, but they say because there's going to be so much backlash with the historians, the previous people who did the history about this. Like, there's going to be a huge clash. It's just going to be like a battle of so this is kind of something new that they discovered about King Tut's famous death mask, that it wasn't really the one that he was buried with, wasn't originally didn't originally belong to him. So I thought that was so freaking interesting. I don't know why Egypt history interests me so much, just like the history, only because I've been there, and I kind of feel like just a small connection, only because I've been there. Not like I feel like I'm from there or anything. It's only because I've walked on that land, and seen the pyramids, and I did everything but touch a freaking pyramid. I wish I would have just touched one of the stones. So bad, but I didn't get a chance to. But anyways, I thought that was really interesting, because there's a lot of history about Egypt, and that it's actually like the Sphinx is older than the pyramids, and all these little things that I've been learning recently, and I think it's interesting. Gosh darn it, all these darn things I gotta do. Hang on a second. Okay, let's see. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. It's something that I just recently discovered. And also then I went from Egypt all the way back to Mexico. And then they were doing some research on the Aztecs and the bones that were excavated or in Mexico. And And they found out that those bones actually were older than they thought. I can't remember too much about that because I kind of watched it, but it was interesting because they actually predated the Aztecs, I believe. I'm pretty sure. And I believe they called them, gosh darn it, part of the, I don't know if it was this older, it was like a civilization before the Aztecs. So I thought that was interesting. I'll have to get more information on that. Okay, what am I looking for? What am I looking for? Try to log in. Didn't I just do that? Okay, where is it? Okay, that's that one. Okay, where is it? Okay. Oh, I ran out of time because I was talking, I think. Okay, hang on. Why am I getting hiccups all of a sudden? What is going on? Okay, why aren't you sending me? Oh, no, not that one. Crap. Okay. It's going to the wrong email. No. This thing's confused. So, did it go? Okay, it just went ahead and signed in. Okay, good. So now I'm in the neighborhood app here. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I was watching earlier with the Egypt thing with King Tutankhamun's his death mask. It's beautiful. The thing is beautiful. It's gold and it's got the lines that go on the side of the face. Those are those are inlaid with lapis lazuli, and then right at the forehead where the snake is at, there's some turquoise in there, and there's another stone in there. I can't remember. I don't know if it's like abalone or coral or something. Let's see what's going on here. So last time I was live, I was talking about the border agents here in Phoenix, and actually, there's a lot of people gathering that are saying, they don't care for them here. Now I understand they're doing their job okay, but from other sources that I've been watching, hey, wasabi. Grab some chopsticks, donuts, and coffee. All right. I guess no one else is awake, Carl, if you're still here. So yeah, so the border agents, everybody's gathering. I guess they're at the Capitol. There's some news that they were at the Capitol, and they got signs, and they're holding up signs. They're having speeches, and they just they don't agree with what's going on with that. Only because from another source that I just recently was listening to, a lady went to a seminar, and it was about the Border Patrol, right? All of a sudden, I don't know if it was because of the seminar, there was like a kind of a recruitment where it was like a job fair kind of thing, but for Border Patrol. And a woman had applied, and she said she didn't even fill out the whole application, and they had contacted her. And they asked her like a ton of questions. She didn't even answer most of the questions. And she said that they didn't require anything like drug testing, no background check or nothing from her. And she said that they had called her immediately to give her employment. And she's like, "What the heck?" She goes, "They'll just hire anybody." So I thought that was kind of startling that that there's not more screening being done. Oh, you're still here, Carl? Oh, okay, good to see you. Thanks. Yeah, there's not very many people. Everybody's probably partying right now or at the bar. Who knows? They're probably drinking, or maybe they're not on social media. It doesn't matter. I'm here, and whoever's here, I appreciate it. And push that like button, guys. Helps my channel grow. Anyways, they're in Texas doing the same thing. They're in Minnesota, right? Minneapolis. They're doing it. Minneapolis. They're doing it, and in other countries. There's other countries that are doing the same thing, and so it's becoming more and more like a big thing. And I think it's almost it feels like a distraction, but the people are voicing what they think is right. So they also said they declared today. Well, they didn't declare, but they wanted to remind everybody that this is a what's it called? Don't tread on me state. So there's going to be a lot of people here armed. That's what I thought was fascinating when I moved to Arizona. I noticed that people were wearing 6-shooters on their hip when I moved here. This was way back when I was like 16. And I thought that was just like, I was like, man, this is the Wild West. This is crazy. I felt like I came, like I moved to a place that was behind in the times from where I came from. But I just thought it was interesting. So yeah, it's a no tread state, and it's a right, what is it? Right to bear arms, or something else. I saw an article that was covered by, like, I don't know if it was like the New York Times or New York, or I don't know, something like that. But they were covering that, if these border agents like just bust into your house and they don't identify who they are, and you happen to shoot them, it's your right. Which I don't, I'm not saying that it's going to be fun to do that. Nobody wants to do that, but you're protecting your family, right? You don't know who the heck this is. They have masks on their face. They're not identifying themselves. There's been people saying that they're not even used the proper documentation as far as warrants go, search warrants and things. So now everybody's being schooled on what the document should look like, what the signature, where it should be from, and all the right credentials. But when someone's knocking in your door, I mean, I don't think they're going to sit there and like want to show you like a warrant. It doesn't seem like it's been happening like that. Everything's happening in a barbaric way. So, and they're just snatching up anybody. Hey, cockroach, how you doing? Yeah, half of what I see and less of what I hear. I know. That's why I said in the beginning, I think it's a distraction from other stuff that's going on that's been swept under the rug for a while now. So I'm just like, the only thing is now my hubby doesn't feel comfortable with me leaving the house. So it's affecting me in that way. Not that I have fear about it, but it's kind of affecting everybody in a weird way. But I'm trying not to take it to that level. Just trying to learn all I can so I know how to protect myself, which I'm not really a big troublemaker. And it's good to know. I mean, I'm always respectable with law enforcement, so I mean, I don't think I'd have a problem at all. But I'm just giving you the news of what's going on here, and I definitely get what you're saying. Believe half of what you see, nothing of what you hear. So I've heard that since I was in my early 20s when I was living in Idaho. I had a lot of good people around me that had a lot of good wisdom. So that's like one of the first things I heard over there. Cockroach says, good to see everybody. You're like number 4. Thank you, Cockroach. That's awesome. So yeah, that's what's going on here. And hello, Shadow Soldier. How you doing, brother? Beautiful brother. Beautiful brother Cockroach. Good to see you guys. So yeah, other than that, that's going on. But I thought that was so interesting about the King Tut's death. Call it the death mask. I never heard it called like that. But yeah, they think that the face was the actual face of Nefertiti, the Queen Nefertiti, and it was just like put on there, and then they kind of what is that word? They kind of like they altered it a little bit for a male, but they said that that if you look at it, it has the features on the face are very feminine. So that might be coming out in the future. The documents on that, or the what is that called? Authentication or whatever. We'll see. So let's see what else is going on in the news besides the Border Patrol. Oh, also we have military doing exercises here between. Let's see, they were here. They started like what's today? They started early in the month. I just found out. They started like I think the first week of January, and they'll be here till probably the first week of February, something like that time frame. And mainly they'll be doing drills or whatever they're doing downtown, is what the article said, the news article. I thought that was interesting. Liquid 420, do you... Oh, okay. Okay, you're talking to Wasabi. So apparently in India, 420 means fraudster or charged with battery of fraud. Oh. It's your right, yes, but they are federal agents, and you will go to jail and be held to that standard. That's why I don't believe the hype. Yeah, I think it's honestly, it's just kind of like a distraction. But you know, you're running around a big city where I'm at with 1 million people. Now I have my beliefs, right? But what if it doesn't matter? But like everybody's different in how they absorb this kind of information. Like you know how people freak out and they just start screaming and wailing their arms and things? Those are the people I don't want to be around. Like those people. When something is going down, you know how they're like dramatic about it, and then they start screaming, and that's where all the attention focuses on them. They end up getting their butt kicked because they wanted to be a drama queen. You know what I mean? Like I would be the one, like on The Simpsons, where Homer like slowly backs into the bushes. I honestly would be like that and just disappear. I'd be do the disappearing trick. Here in the U.S., Roach, 420 is the internation time to get high, he says. Carl says, open carry has always been allowed here. Concealed carry also now allowed. Yeah. Carl, you're in Arizona, huh? So yeah, what do you think about that? So yeah, my hubby's like, I really don't want you to leave the house. I'm like, well, you know what? I don't like leaving the house anyway, but now that you're saying don't leave the house, I mean, I feel compelled to leave the house. But no, I have uh I have what is that called? I can I can listen like what is that called? Darn it! God, where's my freaking English at? I forget my words. Um, Damn, I can't even remember it. I know these words or they just disappear. Right, Roach? I heard that like they masked the body. Wailing. Yeah, 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 right. I mean there's those people that like they just freak out. You know how women automatically scream really loud at like little things? Like that, you know, that reaction. Um yeah, yeah, just like that. I just recently saw this kid who invented an EMP gun. Literally, his first go round creating this thing. He shows you how to do it. It was actually in the short here on YouTube. He showed how he put it together, and originally it was like a little box, and then he showed how he wired it all together. But then he figured out how to make it better. So he 3D printed a shell for it. And it looks like the freaking Marvin the Martian space gun, and he EMP'd his calculator. So he's actually selling them. And it's funny. He does a disclaimer in the middle of his short. He goes to all the three-letter agencies. He's all, now I am not a threat to national security. He goes, this is for educational purposes only. And it's this cool looking Marvin the Martian looking gun. It's crazy. But he looks kind of, looks like maybe Japanese or something. You know, but I don't know if you're looking for it, look for those features, I guess. So if you're looking for, I can't remember the name of his, I think his part of his channel, it had something to do with, I think it said Schizo, SCHIZO, and then had numbers after it. I think that's his channel. Am I back in the valley? Yeah, I'm back. Back home, yeah. Oh, okay. In regards to King Tut, now, do you think that that might not be the king, and someone stole the original king was really queen? So the mask that he used was altered to make it look like a male. But when they looked on the inside of it, they saw that the original name that was there for that mask was they said it was Queen Nefertiti's name. The name that they found inscribed in the mask that was like kind of erased by a tool. It said Neferawatan, Neferawatan, something like that. But they said it was Queen Nefertiti. So they think their theory is that when King Tut died, like the tradition is like they give him 70 days to prepare everything, and you know, to get them all prepared and everything. They said that even the tomb was like small, and then they were looking at all the riches, the gold, and all the treasures that were found around him, and they're starting to believe that those didn't even belong to him. That like they were stolen from another tomb. So that's their theory. But they did find a name that was like erased, and then his name put over it. So and then they also found where there was like when you solder metal, like that's gold, right? But they said that the gold that was on the face was different from the rest of the gold. It was slightly off. The color was off. So that's how they kind of found that something was going on with the mask, the front of the face. So they think that they didn't have time to prepare him, and they just stole stuff from another tomb, but they think that they stole it from Queen Nefertiti's. So you asked because back in 17 and 1800, people was using Egyptian bone crushed as a form of medicine. That's what people thought. That's funny because I just heard that that they did that in Mexico too. That is so weird. How can two places so far apart do the same kind of things? And I just heard this literally tonight because I found a channel from a man who's currently living in Santa Barbara, and he's Nawa, and anyways, he just said that that's what they do in their tradition when they bury someone. Then they exhume the body after I don't know, a certain period of time, and they crush the bones and use it for medicine. So he was actually asking. He was interviewing Sean Clan. I don't know if you guys know Sean Clan, but he was asking him, how do you guys do it in your traditions? So they were kind of sharing the burial traditions, you know, what their clan did, or their, you know, how it was different or how it was similar. But I heard that tonight. I never heard that before. Oh, you're saying that was common worldwide? They robbed the dead to prepare the dead. Yes, that's what they're saying. That's their theory. So they think that was Queen Nefertiti's mask. They think that was for her tomb, for hers. And apparently they never found her tomb. She was like cast out, wasn't she, or something? She was like, you know how they erased others' histories and put theirs on top. They did that. That happened often in Egypt, didn't it? Yeah, I didn't know that was. I never heard that before. I've never heard that before with the crushing of the bones, using it for medicine. Like, I don't think I would ever attempt to do something like that, or even agree to it until I was explained very thoroughly how that works. Okay, I'm going to put on this new song that I just made. It's called Shiver. From the 12th and 17th centuries, Europeans crushed Egyptian mummies, bones, flesh, and skulls into a powder called mumia to treat ailments ranging from headaches to the plague. What? See, I don't understand how that is medicinal. Other than, I mean, you're going to get calcium out of the bones, right? I don't understand what else. So is it a spiritual healing, or is it a physical? Like, are they pulling something physical from these bones, or is it a spiritual something happening? Because I'm trying to wrap my head around that. Early medicine. Yeah. And it's interesting because that's all the stuff that they used prior to Big Pharma. I'm just trying to understand, like, what is medicinal about the ash or the bones? Yeah. I wonder if it was just experimental. Maybe they believed it. They believed it to be healing. Because there's plant medicine for that. See, I would love to learn more of how that is possible. Hang on a second. Yeah, so I'm just like They use it as a pigment also. Epilepsy and headaches. See, I don't know what they're extracting from the bones that are helping that. I don't know. It's interesting though. I mean, I don't know. There's no way that we could practice that today. Not in here, not in America, right? Not out in the open. I mean, you have to leave the country, I guess, to practice that. I don't think that. I think that would be considered as like desecrating a body, right? And probably against the law. I don't know. Is there a law against that? Who knows? I agree. Yeah, it's really amazing. I'm trying to wrap my head around it because I mean I was raised spiritual and but never have I ever come across any medicine like that. Not for healing purposes. I know that they use dirt from the cemetery. You could use bones, but that's for like spells and things like that I've heard of. You know, just when you get into like the dark arts, the dark magic stuff. Okay, it was the ash, so it was the cremated remains. So it wasn't just the aged bones crushed down. Phew, into the gnaw. Yeah. That's you can people do that. They go and shoot. They go in and they rob graves and they do that stuff with they rob the graves, right? They take bones and they take you know, even just down to the soil. You just take the soil from the cemetery. You could do stuff with that I heard. I've never tried it. Not that I practice that, but I've heard about that. I don't mess with stuff I don't understand. So I'm just like I'm green. I'm so green. So you're saying that the practice stemmed from a misconception of Persian vitamin and belief in like cures, like medicinal power of ancient remains. See, now I believe that there's a very strong spiritual power to that, perhaps. I can't grasp what the medicinal part of it would be. I guess researching bones and after aged bones and what happens to it, what's the decaying process, what goes on in the bone, in the decay process that changes it, maybe. I guess that would be where I would start researching. They kept doing it all the way to the 19th. Really? I never heard of that. It's like you brought it up crazy night. Like tonight, literally, is the first time I've heard that they use the bones for medicine. This was in Mexico that I heard about it. Because I haven't heard that they do that here. I've known the one tribe I used to work with. I've heard that they put their. Sometimes I heard that they put their ones that have passed away on a wooden bed and then set it on fire, right? But then also there's burial grounds too. So I don't know if they're burned and then buried. I don't know, because it was when I was real young, and then as I got older, I just kind of lost that kind of that access to that history. So confusing. Okay, so his corpse medicine was thought to harness the body's latent vitality. Oh, okay, and the curative power of embalming substances like the bitumen or resin. So could the medicinal properties come from the way that they were prepared? Maybe it's all of that stuff. That definitely is worth a deep dive and into research into that. I'm just trying to understand where the medicinal properties are coming from. Yeah, the spiritual side. Kind of like a life given can help another life live, right? Like kind of like that mentality. Like a life for a life, something like that. I don't know. So let's see, what else is going on in the news? Girl Scout cookies. Anybody like some Girl Scout cookies? Dogs. Oh, if you're in here in Arizona, did you guys know about the Atari building going to be built? I don't know if it's going to be completed by, is it 2028? There's going to be an Atari hotel downtown Phoenix. It's gonna have the interior looks like it's all decorated with Atari games, and it looks like a big, I think it's a black building with the Atari like really big on the outside of it. Kind of looks digital, like a digital building, like pixelation of an architecture building. So that should I've been wanting to say that in the past like 3 lives, and I keep forgetting. Yes, a 7-year-old experiment. Then they found it made the best shades. Shades of paint. You mean the bones, really? Like mixing that medium with other stuff? Yeah. There's gonna be an Atari hotel being built here in Phoenix. And I could probably find the article if you're interested in looking at it. Let me see. It's a hotel. It was like maybe almost a month ago that I've seen the article. Okay, you know what? I'm going to look in Google. Okay. Okay, I think this is it. I'm going to share this window here. Hang on a second. I'm going to show you. So this is it right here. Let's see if I can play it from the beginning.
Gaming culture still lives between screens and weekend conventions. The world's 2.5 billion gamers still don't have a place to call home.
Guess this is built specifically for gamers. They'll show the hotel here pretty soon. There it is. That's what it's going to look like. Isn't that cool? Hi, Miss Kathy. How you doing? So yeah, this is what it's gonna look like. I wish they would build a sphere here. Oh my God, if they had a sphere here, I would get out of the house more, just to do videos around it and to look at it. Like that kind of stuff is what I like about being in a city. But if it's like boring and lame, but like buildings like the Atari building, I think that's freaking cool. It's actually something cool to look at. So that's the only thing that. So that's the Atari Hotel. So let's see. This is, I guess, to help to be an investor. I guess, I don't know. I was trying to look for. Honestly, I was trying to look for the plans. You know, not the investment part of it. Let me see if I can go to images. So, new Atari downtown Phoenix. Okay, here we go. So it didn't really show. Okay, this is. I'll share this. So yeah, that's pretty much. It's gonna be in downtown Phoenix. That's what it's gonna look like. How cool is that? I think that looks really cool. Kind of looks like Tetris. The windows are like built like Tetris almost. The way the buildings look. I think it looks crazy. Let's see. So they got some interior pictures here. So that's kind of like the interior. I think that's an escalator right there. Kathy heard bone medicine and got confused. Isn't that cool looking? Yeah, this was like been a month ago that I found out about this, and I'm like, oh my God, how freaking cool. Look at the ceiling. It looks like a whole motherboard. It looks like Tron. It reminds me of Tron. So that's another picture. I think they got more interior photos of what the interior should look like. Is this the backside? This is crazy. Look at this. That is freaking cool. Now this is like space age. Like this is space age to me. This looks like, even though it's old, but the design is like modern kind of. But I don't know. I think that the future should look more like how the past looked. Like, remember the cars that look like spaceships? Like that should have been the future. Like those cars should be out here right now, but with you know, I don't know. I just think that those cars they were way ahead of their time. Or we're just, I think we've just been held back too long, honestly. But anyways, I think those cars are cool. But this building is cool. So yeah, that's the Atari Hotel. Does it say how long it's going to take to build? I think it's going to take like 3 years, or was it 5? It's between 3 and 5 years. First game-themed Atari Hotel. Okay, here's the. Okay, later this year. When was this? No, I don't want all that. Okay, see, Atari came out in the year I was born, at 77. That's awesome. So they're building these across the country, they say. So there's going to be Vegas, Denver, Chicago, Austin, Seattle, San Francisco, and San Jose. Let me see. The stakeholders expect to break break ground by the end of the year and complete the estimated $55 million dollar hotel in 2021, but it'll be built near Central Avenue and Roosevelt Street. Well, that was like 5 years ago. I know it's not done. It's supposed to be done. I'm trying to find the. It's gonna have 4,000 rooms. Wait, hold on. Sorry. So the Atari Hotel will introduce themed hospitality to Phoenix. We want to give our guests an immersive Atari experience on every level, integrating augmented reality, what? And gaming elements throughout the hotel. Right now, there are over 4,000 hotel rooms in Phoenix with another 500 in development. The scale of convention and tourism development is needed to maintain an environment that attracted over 300,000 conventioneers and more than 6 million visitors last year. The Atari adds a new dimension to continue that growth. Wow. The company says that there are more than 2.5 billion gamers worldwide. They spent more than 152.1 billion on games in 2019. That's where everybody's at. They're all in their house playing video games. I'm one of them. But anyways, I'm trying to see when it's supposed to be done. The other article that I seen, it said when it was supposed to be finished. This doesn't say. Okay, I'll find it. I'll find it. I'll just have to kind of like ask. Hang on. Let's see. When is it supposed to? I know the article said, but I don't remember. Okay, by 2028. So the Atari Hotel in downtown Phoenix, located near Central Avenue and Roosevelt Street, is scheduled to begin construction in late 2026, so the end of this year, with the targeted completion and grand opening date in late 2028. So it's going to take so the end of 2026, so we're almost 2 years. The 11-story retro futuristic project developed by Intersection Development will feature 91 rooms. That's it? Okay. 91 rooms and a 4,000 square foot baller suite and various gaming themed amenities. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, you already looked it up, huh? As I'm reading it, you're like, Susie. Really? They canceled the one in Vegas? Well, they got the Sphere. Come on, we gotta have something. Like, if we had a Sphere here, that would be so freaking cool. Oh my God. I would try to go get a job there, honestly, so I can see it all the time. It's only because I've seen what the Sphere looks like on the inside, not in person, but through videos. That thing is so freaking cool. Oh my God. Freaking awesome. Yeah, where did you read that? Was that in the article somewhere that I missed? Yeah, I thought that was cool. That was real cool. I was like, I've been trying to tell everybody because there's I know a few gamers that come into the channel and I go visit too, like Shadow Soldier and Keith and E and Laura. Gosh darn it, Laura. And there's another one. God, they're gonna hate me. Anne. So like all those are like gamers that I go visit. Oh, Google search. Okay. Yeah. Vegas has a lot of cool stuff. Like they got some cool stuff there. Like I haven't even like seen a lot of I haven't experienced a lot of the casinos there. I've seen them. I've walked in and out of them, but not really. Like the was it Treasure Island? I haven't been able to experience like the dinner and watching the jousting in there and eat with your hands but I've done that here in Phoenix. There's actually a place like that here. And it's so cool. I mean, the one that we went to here was freaking cool. The actual building looks like this huge castle. And it's got this big, huge arena inside. And then it's like theater seating, like movie theater, where it starts up at the top and it goes down. And you're separated by your team, right? Your color. There's four sections. So on one side of the arena is two sections, two colors. The other side is another two sections, split in like fours. And with another two colors. It's just freaking cool. But man, souvenirs are like freaking crazy priced. Even the drinks, I think we paid $30 for a freaking mixed drink. But it only took one. Did I have just one? I don't remember. That was cool. I like stuff like that. That's all as far as that I know what's going on. I know that they have cool art exhibits here, but I haven't gone to check those out. I would love to go to one where there's like not a whole lot of people around, preferably. But in a big city, you might be lucky. So I was researching the Nahua people because in my DNA, my DNA thing. It shows that I have a Nahua ancestry. Also, I thought that was interesting when I read, because it's always updating. And when I looked up the history of the Nahua, they said that they eventually merged into the Aztecs, but they were actually there before the Aztecs. The Nahua, Nahua, and so I have a percentage of that, and I have a small percentage of two other type of indigenous natives from Mexico that are they're old, and I'm like, shoot, I don't know. I'll tell you right now. So I know one of them was the Nahua. Specific to, and I just found out because my grandma was from Durango, Mexico. I just found out that was a sovereign state. That was part of a sovereign state, Durango. And that's where a lot of the Nahua were at, according to the history there. So it's like, what? So I just started kind of researching that because I was like, What does that even mean? What was their culture? How they live? What they look like? What were their beliefs? Their practices? Let me see. Let me sign in real quick. See if I can. The other one. The other one was. Shoot. Anyways, is anybody getting a lot of snow right now? There's supposed to be a ton of snow falling down in the easterns from Texas, actually from New Mexico all the way east across the lower part of the states, all the way to the tip to Maine, like big time. Okay, let me see. So, okay, so Nawa, and then Northern Andean. This says they predated the Inca. And then Southern Mesoamerican, which were part of the Southern Mesoamerican were groups. Most notable among the groups there were the Maya. That's crazy. You fell off your chair, Miss Kathy. Did you fall off your chair? Yes, that's why I'm saying everything was expensive there. For 2 days, you're supposed to get snow. Oh my goodness, are you ready for it? Yeah, so it shows that in my ancestry we got I thought it was Nahua, but it's Nawa. And it's Nawa and then the Andean civilizations. Doesn't say, it just says Northern Andean and then Southern Mesoamerican. I got all those three that I share ancestry with, I guess. I don't know. And then so that's just half of what I have. The other half is all the way across the pond, like so that's like North and South America, and then the other half of me is all the way to Portugal. There's even a percentage of Basque, and I know the Basque is a very unique people, right? It's crazy. It's always updating, so it's always giving me little percentages of something new. I thought it was interesting because I was specifically looking for because my grandma came from Mexico, from Durango, and I was trying to figure out, my roots from there. Honestly, so I don't think anybody cares, but I just wanted to share that. Oh, it's Ohio. You always get snow. Is that where you're at, Wasabi? Where are you at, Miss Kathy? You're over by Mike somewhere, right? You're getting more than he is. If it ever stops snowing, but it's okay, because after the snow, we will get a tornado, then a hurricane. Oh no, that's not good. It's not good at all. Oh no. It's not snowing at the moment, thank God. You hope it goes to Kathy's instead? Hops and skips over to Kathy's? You're in Ohio too? Wow. 2 towns to the west of you. Oh, that's cool. I find it fascinating to run into people on YouTube that you kind of talk to often. I think it's really neat. Like I only met one person on YouTube so far, and I was just out hiking, and then I ran into another YouTube creator. And I was so freaking excited. I was almost like scary excited, only because that person felt like somebody I knew for a long time, and I couldn't figure out why. But it was because I had watched his channel because he's an adventurer, and I was just like, it's a freaking awesome feeling, especially if you get along with them really well and you kind of click, and you can become like friends, or you just you kind of have the same like that one thing in common, adventuring. So I was out adventuring and met another adventurer. That's exciting to me, and I think that's fun, and you kind of feel like a connection, like kind of like being an artist and then knowing another artist. It's like kind of like that. Oh, he lived in your town for a bit? 30 miles at best, but to her it might as well be a light year away. You guys are always picking on Miss Kathy. He lived in my town for a bit. She literally acts like your mother. Literally. Well, I mean, maybe she enjoys you as much as like you were her son, right? I think. But you should be, you should feel privileged. Some people don't give a crap about other people enough to steer them in the right direction or give them advice, or, you're lucky. You're lucky that anybody gives enough of a darn about you. That's how I see it. You don't like him? She'll beat me ass. See, there's so much love in the chat. You need a shower? Oh. Miss Kathy, what time is it? You in the shower right now? I think the latest I've ever showered was like probably 5 in the morning before bed. I put ice in my coffee this time because I learned my lesson from the last couple times. Sitting here sweating while I'm drinking a hot coffee. So uncomfortable. I have to open the window and freaking turn on the fan. Anybody have any plans for their Saturday? Anything fun? My hubby pulled out some soup that we made and froze. But I want to cook something. I've been wanting to cook this chicken mole. But he already pulled out some soup. So that's going to be like overkill with a bunch of food made. And I said, I told him, oh, is this what you want me to eat tomorrow, is soup? Because he pulled it out. I'm like, thanks for making my mind up what I'm eating tomorrow. Oh, you like his... Oh, he has a little boy. Oh. Diabetic coma. Come on, it's not that bad. A little water in that diabetic coma cup you call in a coffee. I've heard you had a splash of your chocolate, sugar, cream, caramel, cookie, marshmallow, whipped cream latte. That's right. That's right. Jeez. Not that bad. That's a 10. That's crazy. I should be bouncing off the walls with all those sugary ingredients. See, now the next one, I'll leave out probably the chocolate syrup. And I only have chocolate syrup in it, coffee, whipped creams. Did I put caramel on it? Yeah, I did. Caramel syrup, chocolate syrup, whipped creams, coffee, and Baileys. It's crazy. Now that is a diabetic freaking coma coffee right there. Oh my God, have you seen those freaking YouTube shorts with that gal that does the, she did a whole freaking jar of instant coffee. A whole freaking jar. She poured, I think she poured sugar in there. What was it? What did she put in there? Because you gotta, no, she just added water, right? And then she poured it into a big bowl. Then she added, what was the sweet? Was it sugar? Something. It was something. I think it was sugar. Anyway, she whipped it all up. Then she got chocolate syrup and put it all on top of that. And she used chopsticks. She made swirlies in it. Then she threw that whole bowl in the freezer. She let it freeze and then she pulled it out and she scooped that. Mind you, this was a whole freaking cup. This was a whole container of instant coffee. The whole freaking thing, she just brand new opened. She added water to that. Then she poured it all in a bowl, added whatever sweetener it was. I can't remember. Then she froze it and then she got an ice cream scoop, threw that in a cup with ice. She threw that in there with ice and then she added ice cream, a vanilla ice cream on top of that, and then milk and more ice. Oh my God. And the guy that was doing a reaction to her video, he's like, oh my God, you're gonna be like Edward Cullen, you're never gonna sleep. The way he said it, oh my God, it made me laugh so hard. Yes, the whole jar. The whole freaking jar. See, I don't put sugar in my coffee. I use the sweetener through the Baileys or the syrups. Yes, the whole freaking jar. He goes, you're gonna be like Edward Cullen. You guys know who Edward Cullen is, don't you? The guy from Twilight, the vampire. Gosh darn it. The vampire guy. The love of the girl. Anyways, the pale one. Yeah, he's like, you're never gonna sleep. He's like, oh my God, just like that. Yes, she did the whole freaking jar. Coffee with Kay's cooking. Yes. Oh my God, it was crazy. That's So she froze it and it kind of turned into like a mousse. Like it was a light, it scooped up like an ice cream. Oh my God. That's gotta be strong as freaking heck. If you use it was a whole jar. It was a whole glass jar of instant coffee. And he's like, the whole jar? His eyes are all big. Oh. Hey, cockroach, beautiful brother, are you eating spaghetti? Miss Kathy, I was thinking about a new emoji with some chopsticks, with some spaghetti hanging from it. Would you be offended? If you are, I won't do it. But I was thinking about doing it. My next emoji with a spaghetti holding chopsticks holding spaghetti. Do it. Oh, you won't be? Okay. I just think it'd be cute, only because I get made fun of for eating spaghetti with chopsticks. Okay, so that's gonna be soon. Then I'm gonna work on that. I already have I have it all ready and set up to go to draw it. So it's gotta be big enough that we could see it when we use the emojis. Oh, I did a new emoji actually. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's actually I put my it's a picture of my face actually. So I don't know how well that comes out. Can you guys see that? I was like, oh, yeah, okay, yes. So I'm gonna do that soon then. I'm gonna do that soon, like real soon. Because I was like, what am I gonna do? I was gonna do a bee holding a cup of coffee, but I already have an emoji holding a coffee. And I was like, like I couldn't, my mind was like drawing blanks. Couldn't think of anything. That's my, like I have artist block, like writer's block. I have creative block. Sometimes I need to maybe take a couple of shots. I don't know. I don't need to do shots. I just need to, I don't know. Like I can't, my mind goes blank. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Yeah, so it's just going to be some chopsticks coming from the side of the screen, right? And then there's going to be spaghetti noodles hanging, or I don't know if I can fit a whole bowl. If I can fit a whole bowl in that small little space, to make it, so you can see what it is. Because I'd like to put some sauce on it to make it look like spaghetti, not like noodles, like ramen noodles or something, or udon noodles. I want it to look like spaghetti, so I might put like, you won't be able to see the details, so even if I put little green onions on it, or the herbs, the little herbs, the herbs. You get creator's block? Yeah, sometimes it comes in waves, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm just like, you won't see me for days. But I don't know where that wave went. Wave took off a long time ago. Yeah, the basil. Yeah, the herbs. See, I thought that would be cute. There is a bowl of spaghetti emoji on there, but I would like to put the chopsticks, incorporate chopsticks in there. Oregano, thyme, marjoram, mayoran. How they call it? Mayorana. Mayorana is how they say it in Spanish. Mohorana, Mayorana, something like that. Mayorana. You know, I was watching a lady make some pozole, and she said majorum in Spanish. I'm like, what is that word? I had to go look it up, and I'm like, oh, never heard it. My mom never said that word growing up. So my Spanish is only what I heard growing up. So I never took it in school. So all the words that I know is what my parents spoke. That's it. And they weren't, they didn't know proper Spanish. It was like broken Spanglish. I don't know if anybody wants to come up on the panel. If anybody wants to come up, I'm going to put the link up here. If anybody wants to come up. So yeah, that was pretty much the news. Not very much going on. What other cool channels? So in the beginning, when I opened up the live, I was mentioning if anybody's into like paranormal stories, there's one gal that lives in Chicago, and she tells a darn good freaking story. She'll make you laugh. She's really down to earth, and she's real. She appears to be very honest. I get good vibes from her. I don't know. She's really cool. Her name is Kat, Kattg, or GG. And if you go look for her channel, I binged watched her channel for like 2 days, and I watched all her videos because they were so freaking entertaining and interesting. And that's probably why I didn't go live the past couple of days, because I was binge watching. It's just because they were all so good. Like, she covers everything from mermaids to goblins to warlocks to witches to portals to fairies to ghosts, hauntings, her making friends with ghosts, harassed by ghosts, and then helping ghosts, and or disembodied spirits, whatever how you say. She covers the whole spectrum. It's just freaking, it's fun, and her videos are like either like from like 4 minutes or 6 minutes to 8 to 9 minutes. They're not very long. She has some shorts, but she just came over from TikTok. And she said, they're not paying me enough over there. But she's got some freaking crazy stories, just out of this world stuff. Kathy don't get writer's block. She gets writer's Legos. Oh my God, Legos are back. People are really into Legos nowadays. They're building like battleships and freaking whole hotel buildings, spaceships, helicopters. I mean, big things. And like, this is like a big hobby. Who does Legos in here? Anybody build anything with Legos? I really like the idea that it's 3D, but you know those other 3D puzzles that are like buildings? I think those are cool too. Those are cool. I've never bought one because I don't know. That's like sitting down and reading a book to me. So you have to really be focused. But I have such an attention disorder. It's kind of not a disorder. I don't like to say it in a negative way, but I'm easily distracted. So, but I do enjoy a puzzle, like a 2-dimensional puzzle. But I've seen some of those 3D building things, and they look complicated, especially if they have electric parts in there. But it would have to be something that's functional in the house, not just something sitting on a shelf collecting dust. It would have to be something that I really appreciate and really is functional to the house. So nobody does anything with Legos. See, I'm gonna go make me another drink. I think I'm gonna make me a blue tea this time with Baileys and caramel whipped creams. They've been around for several years. What, the Legos? Well, gosh, they've been around since we were kids, right? Or you buy them for the kids? I don't think, I remember we had a small, I think they used to come in a bucket, a small bucket, but I don't think I ever built anything extravagant with them. Well, they didn't have all the freaking amazing pieces that they do now. I think it was just like the little rectangular ones and maybe the little figurines is as fancy as we had growing up. But I never got into them really. I honestly, I rather play with those little green GI Joes. They're real cheap that you get in a little package of like 20 little soldiers or something like that. 15 or 20 little soldiers, and I had so much fun outside with those. I'd put them in the mud, and I would build like little mud forts with sticks and make little mounds and build like like a fort. And then take the cars through it and put the little army men on the cars, and then like make a whole freaking thing in the backyard. Army men. Chocolate with this Twizzler straw. I don't have a Twizzler straw. Yes, the army men. The ones that are on the little rod, their feet are connected to the little stand that they stand on. Those little army men. Oh, did you used to blow up yours? Oh my god. Yeah, the little army men. Those are my favorite. Those are fun. Like, I had so much fun because I used to love playing outside. So I'd put them in the tree. You can hang them. They even had some with a parrot that came with a parachute, and you throw it up in the air and it would parachute down. God, it was just cool. It was really cool. I think that's why I thought I could do that same thing with the sheet and jump off the roof. That wasn't very smart. That was really bad. I could have broke my back. It worked for the army men. Oh my gosh. Yeah, those were like the best. The best. Because you could do so much with them, especially if you had like a little area in the yard where you could make mud and make things with mud. Like build little forts. Oh god, that was the best. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna go make me some tea real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry guys. Be right back. Here, I'll change the music. If you leave, have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you. I'll see you next time. But I'll be right back. Let's see. What am I gonna play? This one. We'll play that one. Didn't they also put the ones with the chutes in model rockets so they could fall? I never had a rocket growing up. I don't think I did. They may have, though. I don't remember. I wasn't really into the rockets back then. We just had like we had the tractors, the little John Deere tractors, and those big Tonka yellow ones. I think they were the metal yellow. I don't know if Tonka made them, but there was like the heavy metal dump trucks. And I don't think we ever had a rocket. I don't think so. But they may have. They may have. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna make that tea. Blue tea. Just washing my cup real quick. So a doctor recently that I was watching a video of this doctor, he says not to pee in the shower because it'll make your body accustomed to wanting to pee when you hear water. So in case any of you guys do that, stop. Because anytime you're around any running water, you're gonna feel compelled to go pee. So don't do that. Don't do that. Hot water. I need ice. Okay. Here's my tea. Scoop. A little bit of this powder goes a long way. Now I gotta go. Okay, hang on. So, okay. Let's add some Baileys. Oh my god, I almost went through this bottle. I don't drink that much coffee. Someone's drinking my Baileys. That's what I'm sticking to, that story. Just mixing the Baileys with the tea powder. Kind of break it all down. So sometimes if I don't use Baileys, I'll use honey. I'll sweeten my coffee with honey. I'll just drizzle a bunch of honey on the inside of the glass and then use that as a sweetener. And I took a break from Baileys for a little while. We'll do good. Ice cubes in these big round ice cubes. Ooh, that looks pretty. I'm gonna do a chocolate drizzle, caramel, and candy canes and gummy bears, cotton candy, twizzle straw. and a cupcake. Okay, I think some chocolate would be fun. Do some chocolate drizzle. Okay, this one's gonna be fun. Okay, this one's gonna have chocolate and some whipped creams. No, this one has no caffeine. Oh my God. What else? What else? Some cocoa powder. You know what? Let's put some honey on this one. Oh my God. Whoops. Whoops. God. I got the lid and the whipped creams. Oh God. Oh my God. Okay. I'll show you guys this one. Cockroach, thanks for popping in with your other channel. Okay, so. Okay, look, you guys, look at this. So that's chocolate, whipped creams, and some honey, and some cocoa powder, blue tea. Yeah, that looks like a face. That's pareidolia. Mm. Boy, that's good. Hey, it's Cockroach. Welcome back, Cockroach. Thank you, Miss Kathy, for being a member for 10 months. Wow. Thank you, Miss Kathy. The background music is familiar. Welcome back, Roach. This is Wasabi. 420. Okay, this is the new song I just made. I gotta try to do a song every other, at least two. I gotta try to work on 2 songs a week to add to rotate out of my playlist, in and out of my playlist, or into my playlist. So at first I started this tune with some like a jazzy trumpet or something, but then as I started getting towards the middle of it, I was like, no. So I took it out. So the next one I'm going to try to put like a jazzy trumpet-ish sound to it, but still I like techno, so I want the beat in there, and I want it to be upbeat a little bit, but still kind of relaxing. I don't know. You heard this one in a naughty movie? Are you serious? What kind of naughty movie? Was it at the theater naughty, or just in your privacy of your own home naughty? Yeah, you don't have to answer that question. That tastes really good with the honey. So the blue tea on ice with whipped creams and Baileys and chocolate syrup. It's really good. Backstage knowledge. Oh, okay. Let me see. Where's let me pin this here. Okay. So we can change the backgrounds too. Yeah, so we were talking about Legos, Army Men. Yeah, so if you're looking for a really cool paranormal, supernatural storytelling, which isn't too long per video, which is up to maybe 9 minutes, check out that channel, Kat, Kattg. Just really cool. And if you do, come back and let me know what you thought, because like, you know, I just curious. Face drinking tea. Let's see, what else is here? What else have I seen lately? There's usually another channel that I go to for stories. Excuse me. Jess, what's it called? Gosh darn it. Channel. There's like 3 that I actually go to for. Oh, it's Dougie Corrado and Jess. It's him and his wife. And then for storytelling, Kattg is a new one, a new addition to that, to storytelling. And then Ashley Inc. She's actually pretty good. She talks extremely quick. It's Ashley Inc. She has a lot of good stories too, and she tells them fairly quickly. There's a few that I had to slow her down just to like make her talk at a normal pace, kind of like how I'm talking. She's just like super zippity and getting these stories just boom, 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 getting through them. But I've listened to enough of her the way she speaks that I kind of got used to it, so I don't have to slow her down anymore because I kind of got used to the speed that she speaks. But that's another good one. Also, there's another one called Sean Clan. Sean Clan Shadow Productions. He's also another good storytelling one, but mainly about what he does. And he's a paranormal guy too. He does paranormal investigations also. And some of those I don't really watch, but like all the other ones where he tells stories about his experiences on the reservation and with friends and with, you know, places that he's been. Those are interesting. I just found a new channel called Whispers in the Moonlight, and this gal is she's in Utah, and she has some UFO kind of sightings on the reservation where she's at, or throughout her lifetime from the reservation. I don't know if she's actually on a reservation currently. But her close to her work and where she likes to go and walk, there's a big lake. And she's seen some strange things out there. She was describing something that was like not really a craft, an actual shape. She said it kind of looked like a blob, like this black blob that was like doing weird shapes, like it was like morphing. She said morphing. And it was like this black thing in the sky that like was it in the distance, and she was just like watching it. I thought that was interesting. For some reason, when she was explaining that experience, I thought of that freaking movie Look, or Don't Look, or Look. Was it like Don't Look Up, or Don't? I think it was called Look. That was a freaking crazy movie. Oh my gosh. The way that they made that movie made it feel like you were there, and you were almost experiencing the anxiety of the experience of the actual actor in the scenes. That was like crazy. Like, and then I was thinking, oh my God, if something like that was to happen in real life, that would be scary as a mother effer. Oh my gosh. Hi Wally, how you doing? Rakesh Tiwari was India's first paranormal investigator. And his series is on Netflix. He died doing investigations. He was taken out by a ghost, really? Must see English version. He lived around my area, that guy. So maybe he sucked out his life force, huh? Something scared him to his crossing, huh? Yeah, see, I don't watch a lot of that paranormal investigation stuff, especially when it comes to ghosts, because it just depends how mild it is. As long as if I don't hear like like these really deep, awful, negative sounding voices, I don't watch that, because I feel that you actually invite that stuff into your home, wherever you're watching it from. I just, that's what I believe. So I try not to watch that kind of stuff. And if it's beginning to become anything like that, I just won't watch it. I kind of get like an alert. I get an alert in my brain and my being that says, turn that crap off. So yeah, you're good, Wally? Walt? That's good. Good to see you. What are you doing up so late? Just hanging out on the weekend? So yeah, so she was just the way she was describing her channel is called Whispers in the Moonlight, and she's a real cute little lady. She kind of, to me, she seems kind of short. I don't know. She's a real cute lady, real cute, and she has some good stories. Actually, she has some good interesting experiences that she shares. She's just she's got some stuff when she was little, when she was a kid. She said that she was just playing as a kid, and she wandered away from the house to an area, I think this was on the reservation, to a pile of stones, boulders that were in nature. She said there was like an archway. There was an archway in the boulders. And like she went in there and she started hearing voices. And then she started hearing voices in a native tongue that she didn't quite understand, but she kind of understood bits and pieces of what was being said. And then she said that when she kind of figured out what they were saying get her. And she's like, she was a little girl, so she like started running out of that little cave or whatever that little archway was. And she was fearful for her life. She was terrified, and she heard like the footsteps behind her chasing her. But she said she actually thinks she walked into a portal and didn't realize it. and she crossed over into the the ether to the ancestor land. That's kind of how she explained it a little bit, and that was real interesting hearing that. She goes into what she thought it was, and then a little bit about the history of her tribe and stuff. So it's just real interesting. Her channel is called Whispers in the Moonlight. And I just found her, like I stumbled across her channel, and I was like, oh, this is neat. I love hearing the stories of Native American stories, especially like around a campfire, and I'm not around that, so I have to like go find it. And there's a little bit of it on YouTube, so it's interesting. And it's from, it's not hyped up. It's not like there's no drama to it. It's just kind of down to earth, real. It feels like a real experience that someone is sharing. And it's a privilege to actually hear experiences like that. You're going to have water because your palms are sweaty. And Wally woke up hungry. Everyone believes that what you believe. Everyone believes. So yeah, that was like a few of her stories that I remember. There was several. There was another one I believe that she was saying she was again hiking out in nature. And she heard singing. She heard singing, Native American singing, a woman singing. And the way she tells it's just so beautiful. If you're interested in any of that stuff, go check out her channel, Whispers in the Moonlight, and it's really neat, just really neat to hear these stories. You're leaving. Cockroach, okay, have a beautiful day. Enjoy your lunchtime. Oh, there's so many rabbit holes, voices in your head, astral plane, voices from watchers. Yeah, but have you ever actually sat and listened to a person with like schizophrenia and then a person telling a story saying that they heard it like outside their head, not in their head? There's like a big difference, I think. I've only heard a voice inside my head one time. It sounded like it was inside my head. I don't think I've ever heard a voice ever after that. I'm trying to think. I'll have to really dig in there. But there's like a huge difference to where it's a mental disability and where you can tell that it was an actual experience, like it was outside the head, like possible, coming from maybe the ether or another dimension, possibly, or who knows, an invisible being. I don't know. Oh, you had lunch long time ago? Oh, okay. Well, have a good weekend. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us and pushing that like button. I appreciate it. It's good to see you, beautiful brother, too. You've seen things yourself? Yeah. Why don't you walk in nature, whatever, and tell your stories on your channel. Like, I'll come listen. These are things that are interesting, and people. This is what brings people together. Actually, is telling these stories, because there's people out there that have interesting experiences, and they're kind of afraid to say anything until somebody else opens up and shares their experience. Then it helps other people kind of like feel comfortable to come out and share their experience, because they won't feel like they're crazy. And almost every single one of these people that share stories like this, they always say somewhere in there they're afraid someone's going to think they're crazy. And a lot of these people, they're not schizophrenic, they're not bipolar, they're not, all that kind of stuff. 'Cause that's totally different. I actually sat and watched a channel with a gal who is schizophrenic and I believe bipolar also. And I sat for like maybe 40 minutes listening to her jump back and forth. And then while she was explaining that she was seeing, not really visually seeing, but she could feel people around her watching her. But she couldn't see them, but she knew exactly what they looked like. And that's interesting how she described it like that. So it kind of like if you don't understand like a voice in the head and a voice outside the head, go listen to someone who's like schizophrenic. And there's a few people on YouTube. I've seen two, but I haven't never actually had the interest to go listen to one until recently. So literally, I believe it was yesterday, I stumbled across a gal that was explaining her schizophrenia and bipolar, and no emotion in the face. She just was explaining what she was experiencing, what she was feeling, and it was interesting. It's kind of, I don't know how they deal with that. That's enough to drive someone crazy, honestly. You live down the road from Gore Orphanage. Wasabi is asking for Kathy. Okay, I'll look that up. I have to write it down. Gore Orphanage. Is that something scary? So yeah, there's I think there's a big difference between the audio and visual hallucinations. I think there's a big difference, because if you're talking to someone who's kind of in the field of psychiatry or whatever, they'll ask you, was it inside your head or outside the head? So there's like a difference. And you have to almost talk to a person that's experiencing it and controlling it with the medication to understand. I think, in my opinion, I mean, I'm not a professional or anything, but just from my experience in the past with people this way. Oh, are you talking about my tea? You're in Kentucky, not Arkansas? Do you know season 5, episode 9 of the television show Supernaturals takes place at a fictitious hotel built atop the ruins of Gore Orphanage in Vermilion, Ohio? Oh, that was a cool show. I think I watched it as far as I could, and I already forgot what it was pretty much about. It was a while back ago. Yeah, that was neat to see something based around the legend local. Oh, I remember my experience past the old mirror. The temperature dropped so fast my breath fogged. A whisper slid across your ear, "Don't go." The lights flickered and a pale figure bled out of the wall. Oh my gosh. Where were you headed to? Were they warning you? The face was hollow, the eyes were dark as burned out stars. The floorboards groaned as it drifted closer, inches from your face. Ooh, the floorboards made noise even though it wasn't touching the ground. My heart hammered. I noticed something clenched in its translucent hand, a rusted key. What? Oh, Wally, you've heard voices all your life. Oh, that's right. You're clairvoyant, huh? Ah. They don't bother you. Well, that's good. I'm telling you, listening to that gal talk about the beings that were watching her constantly, and she said they touched her. She said they would touch her on her shoulders, and that's what really drove her crazy because it like made her wince, and she hated it. She hated that, and she like talking about it brought up the anxiety about it, them touching her, and she would just like go through an episode. Anyways, I remembered the locked cellar door with shaking hands. I took the key and turned the lock. What? You took the key from that entity? The door creaked open, releasing a cold rush of air and a soft glow. The ghost let out a long, aching sigh, its twisted features smooth. Fear melted into relief. What, did you release the ghost? Did you set him free? Boy, you're good at storytelling. Oh God, I got honey on my desk. Son of a... Oh my God. That's why I don't mess with honey. It gets everywhere. When you read tarot, it scares the heck out of you, and it's like someone else talking. Oh my goodness. So you're like a channeler also? Darn honey. Gets everywhere. Yeah, so that's I mean, I like hearing about things like that, as long as they're not like, I don't know, just I don't know. My kind of like I can feel like if it's something that I should hear or I shouldn't be hearing. You know what I mean? That's just how I can explain it. You were trapped. The lights steadied. The spirit smiled, fading into the warmth instead of cold. As the house settled back into silence, the mirror no longer reflected. So what did you ended up freeing this ghost? Or the spirit? And that's awesome. See, this gal, Kat, if you go check out her channel, there's one video that she describes. I think she says it's titled like "Kicking It with the Ghost" or "Hanging Out with the Ghost." That one, if you go listen to that one, that's interesting because she's also clairvoyant. She doesn't ever say that in any of her videos, but one out of all the videos that I heard her do. There's one that she says her clairvoyance, it's dampered with alcohol or any she doesn't do any substances. She doesn't really drink alcohol. She's pretty straight. She does do Mary Jane though. But anyways, she talks about like communicating with a spirit that was at a place where she worked, and she was doing a catering job. She's had many different jobs, and she said on her breaks, she would go and sit down, and there was a chair over off to the side. She said he would sit right in that chair and they would just hang out, and they would communicate through, she said she asked him like yes and no questions, and she had a ponytail. She said he would flick her ponytail for yes, and once for yes, and he would flick her ponytail twice for no. And she said it made her giggle when he would flick her ponytail. And she said she had a great friendship with this ghost at her job. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So there is a way to communicate, and they're not all bad. You know, there's some friendly ones. I don't know. I think it's neat just to hear the stories, honestly. It kind of makes you not want to be afraid of everything, you know. Oh, mine and John Pease is the only one that you talk to. Aw. Yeah, I like that, Cockroach. I really like that. Thanks for sharing that. That was awesome. Hey, Woody, how are you doing? Hey, Woody, do you have a new channel where you're doing a lot of shorts? Is that your channel? Is that you? I want to talk to Sis Susie channel. Aw, thank you, Cockroach. Papa Big Woody. Wasabi, yo, bro. Good morning from Wasabi. How's big old Woody doing this morning? Oh, everybody's waking up right now, huh? What time is it? Okay, it's almost only 3 here. Morning, my brother. How's that show? How's that snow? Sorry. Yes, that's more on the ghost. I know ghosts live in that old jukebox, but I'm not using it. I want to let them rest in peace. Oh, yeah, that's just real interesting. You know, hearing you get a lot of the stuff on YouTube with the ghosts, but they make it so scary. They play that stupid, darn scary music in the background. I dislike that so much. If I hear that darn scary music, I'm moving on. Next video, next channel, whatever. I don't like that. I think that it's like gaslighting a person into already being in fear, and I just don't like it. It's not for me. That's all. But yeah, once I hear the scary freaking music in the background, I am not going to watch that. It's just ridiculous. Because anybody can make a freaking video seem scary by adding a little a filter over the picture, making it a little darker. You could add mist to it, and you add scary music, and everybody's going to be like, oh, this is scary. Whoa. You know what I mean? It's too easy to like, I don't know. I just, it's too fake. In the words of Cleveland Brown from Family Guy, cold. Me being stupid. Oh, okay, that is you. That's your channel. Okay, I liked all of them because it popped up in my feed, and I'm like, that looks like Woody. They're funny though. It's almost 5 where you're at, Wally. It's a place to put my Dumas AI videos, kind of test channel right now. No, that's good. It's good. I think you should continue with it. Honestly, that's the kind of stuff that that keeps the attention of those people who like to scroll. This, what is that called? Scroll. Something scrolling. There's a word for it. Anyways, the shorter you keep it, the more it'll be seen. I think, honestly. The attention span of some people is as long as their pencil. I don't know. Short, very short. Right on, Woody, if it's for the test play with hashtags and emojis and title. You meant to say that you're a Dumas? No, yeah, that's good. That's good. Honestly, people will watch anything anymore. They'll, the more it doesn't make sense, the more it'll get watched, honestly. Oh, Miss Kathy, she says, hello, Woody. Let's see if I change this. Yeah, so those are like those are the kind of the channels that I've been watching. That Cat June, like I said, I was binge watching her channel for 2 days. And I just think she's down to earth. I really enjoy listening to her stories. Also, for like longer stories, more like 45 minutes, if you're looking for something to clean the house and you don't really have to see the visuals on the screen. I like the Dougie Corrado. Those stories are good. Sean Clan also. He's good to listen to. I think his videos are probably an hour, I think, also. For the storytelling, anyways. And Whispers in the Moonlight. I think hers are, 35 to 40 minutes, I think, or under an hour. Those are good. I just found her. Just really neat. And then everybody else, let's see. Yeah, I like a good story. I'm still following the monks, and they're pretty far already. I think they're already to. They've made it to. Shoot. Where are they at now? They have so many videos. Last time I saw them, they were in I think it was South Carolina, was it? There's already a freaking coin. There's a coin that comes out of China that has the Buddhist monks walking for peace, and I'm like, I didn't see it. My hubby found it. Like, what the heck? I wonder if it says here. Okay, that's an old one. Okay, hold on. Let me go find a latest. Okay. Okay, where's the other one? The other channel has the where they're at. Oh, you've been around Wasabi too long? His cursing is rubbing off on me. We'll see ya, Cockroach. Thanks for popping in. Woody says, hello, Kathy. Appreciate the wrench. I shrubbed to a couple of your followers. Sorry, Woody. I'm the son of a sailor. It's just the outing of a seaman. Wasabi, get on that Corvette, man. She's waiting on you, dude. She's under 3 foot of snow at the moment. I'm thinking about sending it to have it done properly this summer. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where the monks are right now. Darn it. Okay, where's the other I've been really sidetracked with that binging that other channel. Plus, every time I watch these videos, I get all teary-eyed because it's so beautiful and peaceful. Oh, here it is. It's just so nice to see someone doing something, and everybody participating. Okay, so where are they at? They're in North Carolina, day 88. That was 2 days ago, 88. They've been walking for 90 days. They started from, oh gosh, I'm bad. I'm so bad. Fort Worth. They started from Fort Worth, Texas. October 26th, they began their journey on the way to Washington, D.C. On the way there, one of the monks got hit by a vehicle, his leg had to be amputated. It wasn't until after that the actual it got attention worldwide, statewide, worldwide. And then after that, they actually have a dog named Aloka, meaning light, and the dog has had surgery also. The monk that had the leg amputated, he survived. The dog has recently had surgery on the back right leg for a ligament repair, and then currently they're 88, so they're on day 90 today, I believe, and they've already made it all the way down to North Carolina. So that's pretty much their whole journey in a kind of short version. There's 19 monks. And they walk at a very extremely swift pace. So people have tried to walk with them, but they can't keep up. Before they came back to the United States, they were in India doing a pilgrimage. And I believe they were training over there, honestly, because they did that for 90-some days also before coming back to the U.S. And that's where they picked up the dog. The dog just started following them, and they adopted the dog. Let me see. This was a day ago. And every town that they stop in, I believe they're stopping in all the capitals. Law enforcement will give them a pin or a badge to put on his, I don't know what that's called, the robe. And they've collected so many, they've had to take them all off, and they've collected more again. They've done it twice the last time I seen them explain about how many badges they have. I think that's cool. That poor guy, you think they nicknamed him Hoppy? Yeah, that was pretty traumatic, but you know, the monks were saying that if that didn't happen, nobody would still know that they were walking for peace. But for some reason, after that happened, it got they got attention through the news outlets, and it got widespread like quick. You like my drawing lives? Oh, we were talking about what we're gonna draw next. Gosh darn it. What drawing pad am I using? It's a Mac, it's an iPad. That's a little iPad. It's nice, really nice. Woody's laughing because of Kathy's calling him Hoppy. All right, Carl, have a good night. Sleep well. Thank you for hanging out with us. It's good to see you. Okay, you lurk when I'm drawing. Okay, I'm always wondering who's watching. Nobody says anything, but that's okay. I just like it's got to be somebody I know. I try not to let it creep me out. Creeper, darn creepers! Now I know who's there. But thank you for telling me, because I don't let it creep me out. But yeah, so day 88. That was a day ago, 2 days ago. So they're expected to make it to Washington D.C. I believe February 16th. The monks. So if you guys want to go and follow that, the two channels that I follow is 1 Minute Dhamma and DHAMMA, and then the other one is I believe it's Walk for Peace 2026. And I was like commenting on mostly all the videos until I was just like, oh, you know, maybe it seems like I'm stalking them. I don't know. Should I not comment on all of them? So I stopped commenting for a while because I was just so happy and I was thankful that they were doing that, and that's all. But you know, it's like on every video. At least I'm admitting it. You're worse than Kathy. I just don't like to type. Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, and I already got her one of those, so I thought it was like one of those pads. Oh, okay. No, yeah, it's a Mac, iMac. No, Mac, iPad. Oh, you like my rock paintings? Have I done a rock painting in a while? I haven't done one in a while. I haven't done one in a while. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom. That all those fluids are going right through me. Sorry, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry guys. I'm back. Just made some awful loud noise right now. God. Trying to be all quiet. Oh, like making it look like a frog. Oh, okay, yeah. I gotta go find. I think I have a few rocks. I could probably do a rock painting. The only thing you paint is the house and cars. Yeah, you're pretty good at that. I watched you paint that whole house you were fixing up. The interior and exterior. Hi, Manong. Welcome back. How you doing, Manong? How you doing? Good to see you. So yeah, what's this? Oh, okay. Yeah, so those are pretty much the channels that I go to for story time stuff. Just kind of some cool stuff to listen to. Thought you said night. I'm sorry, I only have sight in one eye. I thought he said good night too. Oh, you like Scully Pops? Yeah. I say paint a bunch of rocks like the old rock pets and rebrand them as Sue Kids. You know, I painted a small group of rocks for the garden, and I put painted herbs on them. I did rosemary, lavender. I think I did oregano, and I believe I may have done thyme. And I painted them as a group, and clear coated them. They looked really nice. I pulled up some pictures of the herbs and made them look realistic on the rocks, and I sold them. A lady bought them. Before I used to go away for a few months at a time. I used to like do that before I went to make some extra money so that I could spend while I was away. And you know, it helped. It helped. Helped a little with a little extra cash. And I don't think I sold them for too much. I think it was like so rosemary, oregano, thyme, and lemon. I think it was 4 rocks for like $20. I think that's what I sold them for. I think it was 20. Anyways, they sold. So, and I think I did another set of rocks. I can't remember. I did some owls, and I sold rocks. Like an elephant, a ram, a couple owls, a squirrel. Well, I think it was a chipmunk, a baby chipmunk. Or was it a squirrel? It looked realistic. Looked really realistic. Auctioned them off. Yeah, I sold them on eBay. I used to sell on eBay. Oh, that tea went down nice. Still kind of sweet though. With other things like plants and houses, they could be branded as playsets. Oh yeah, huh? They can be part of like those miniature houses where people make miniature furniture and things like that. Could be incorporated into those little themes. Okay, what else? What's this one? Yeah, so I should have running out of stuff to say, honestly. We've been live 2 hours. can't think of anything else recently that I've seen or come across. They're still talking about that comet, I've noticed. Just kind of like fading away, that news. What else? So like we talked about Egypt. That was really interesting. Can't think of anything else that I've run across, honestly. More chocolate? If they sold on eBay, I should keep doing it? Really? You're gonna go lay back down, Wally? Okay, thanks for popping in and hanging out. Yeah, so like if you guys are looking for paranormal kind of stories, things like that, if you remember those channels I said earlier, go check them out. They're interesting. It's just you know, I've been on YouTube for quite some time, and a lot of the stuff that I've seen is all like I don't know, it's just kind of all the same. This is different. This is like different for some reason. It just seems different. And you too, Wally, have a good night. Thanks for popping in. I'm trying to think, boy, I think they're drag racing right now outside. What am I gonna do later when I wake up? I need to start another painting, gosh. See, I pulled some weeds yesterday, day before yesterday. Can't cook tomorrow or later because there's soup already out. So no cooking show. Maybe the day after. I don't know. Oh, you're not leaving? Yesterday there was reports that it got so cold somewhere that the ice was causing trees to explode. What? Holy moly, really? Oh my god, that's freaking cold. Oh my god, what? How cold does it have to be? They were like shattering, huh? Oh, that's crazy. Like Siberia or something? Alaska? That's crazy. I wonder if it's if I looked it up. Midwest and northern plains of the United States, late January 2026, driven by an Arctic air blast that brought temperatures to 20 degrees Fahrenheit below zero or colder. 20 below? This phenomenon, often called frost cracks or frost quakes, occurs when water inside the tree freezes and expands. Oh my God. Causing the wood to split with a loud booming sound. Locations involved the Midwest and Northern Plains were identified as areas at risk for this phenomenon. The sound is caused by extreme temperature drops or sustained intense cold, where the sap and moisture inside the tree freeze rapidly and break the wood fibers. Not a true fiery explosion. While often dramatic, this cracking is a known, though somewhat rare, result of extreme Arctic blasts. Oh, there's videos on it. Meteorologists warn of exploding trees as brutal cold snap. Oh, should we watch one? Is there an actual video of it happening? Oh, poor trees. Oh my gosh. That's freaking cold. Is that a video? They're getting damage from the fall freeze in Colorado, calling it the winter scorch. No, trees aren't exploding due to the cold, but see the damage. Where's this at? This was the 23rd of January. They are splitting now. This is from a different outlet. He's explaining what's going on. That is crazy. The sap and the moisture in the trees freezing and expanding the wood. Yeah. That's crazy. And the sap? Boys. Well, Colin, there's nothing that we can do. I mean, you'd have to freaking, you know how they put heaters in the grapevines, in their fields, or to keep the plants warm. I mean, you'd have to go as far as doing that. Hello, Miss Joyax, how you doing? Good to see you. That's so sad, especially if there's really old ancient trees. Oh my God. I can just think of like the redwoods. Oh, those trees are so big though. They're like, shoot, like what, 10 people wide, 13 people wide. Those trees are ginormous. Yeah, they're showing the big crack in the tree. I'm all asking you guys if you want to see it, and I'm not even doing it. Sorry, they didn't really show anything. They didn't really show anything. Moonshine Kool-Aid, moonshine Kool-Aid. So they're showing. Watch, I'll show you. Oh shoot, you dummy. So. Oh. So this is. I'll show you what they're showing. See, you'll see the tree. So you'll see it cracked right there. He's explaining. But yeah, exploding. That would have to happen really quick, huh? I don't know. I don't know how nature works. You'd have to literally experience, witness it to believe it, how it works. Coffee. Thanks for using the emojis, Miss Joyax. But yeah, that's that shows the crack right there. That's just one outlet where I found that about the trees. So let's go small. They don't really show. This one warns of exploding trees, but there was no video. Videos. People say they don't. Some people say they do. Weird. Anyways, I bet you guys are all tired. I bet you guys tired, right? I'm getting tired. I think I'm gonna shut her down. And what time is it? 3:26. Okay, so we're almost at 3 hours. I think I'll shut her down. You guys, please push that like button for me, and it helps my channel grow. Also, maybe leave a comment. So I have to say that more often to remind people. Sometimes I forget pushing the like button also. But yeah, it just helps put my channel in the algorithm and hopefully help get it seen by more people. So, let's see. We'll probably do, we'll probably do like, I don't know what the next show is going to be. It's going to be a live or an art show. It won't be a cooking show today. Something, I'll do something later on. We'll see, but thanks for hanging out. Have a great weekend. Thank you all for popping in. I appreciate your company, and the members. I appreciate you also, and all the subscribers. And you guys have a great rest of your Saturday. And I'm gonna go to bed. I feel nice and relaxed now. And we'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Woody says night all. Good night, Miss Joy X. Good night, Miss Kathy and Wasabi and Wally. We'll see you guys later. Whoever else is here, thanks for popping in, and we'll talk to you all soon. As soon as I find my extra. There it is. Bye, guys. We'll see you later.